When you can serve in the military and do everything else that's required of you while you're living here, certainly this is an injustice that it be taken away, so we've got to correct it.
Earlier this year, several members of the AmeriCorps program were disqualified on the basis of their status as Compacts of Free Association residents. A directive from the Corporation for National and Community Service indicated participants must be a citizen, national, or lawful permanent resident of the United States. Next week, Congresswoman Madeleine Bordallo plans to take the first step in making it right.
The bill will ensure that any COFA migrant who wants to participate is not denied simply because they are not a U.S. citizen, national, or lawful permanent residents. So as we work to make the compacts more sustainable for the affected jurisdiction, I believe that this is a very good way to continue our commitment to improving on the compacts.
Cited as the National Community Service Improvement Act of 2015, this bill will expand the eligibility of individuals from Micronesia, the Marshall Islands, and Palau for participation in national service programs. The measure is in collaboration with Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz.
For the last 30 years, compact migrants have been able to participate in AmeriCorps, and we were all surprised this year when they were all of a sudden told that they were disqualified.
Cruz says several of the AmeriCorps members who were disqualified were helping at-risk students, serving as mentors, and attending the University of Guam. He adds many were depending on the stipends to pay for tuition.
So I really can't thank the Congressman enough for realizing that it's imperative that if they're going to be here in our community, let's allow them to assist us in positive ways, in being mentors to the younger children in the community so that they can become constructive citizens.
Cruz says in spite of the prohibition, the courts have decided to keep their COFA citizens who were on the AmeriCorps program on as limited-term employees. He says more than 36 were affected by the disqualification, but it could be more.
So we can do two things. One, assist those that are going to stay here, but also prepare some of them for when they go back. And if they can make things better in their own countries, then they will also help us in the long run.
Bordallo says representatives from the CNCS were receptive of the impending legislation that she plans to introduce upon her return to Washington, D.C. next week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.